What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Keep It Kula Podcast. My name is Jaclyn Kula. Have a lot of fun stuff to talk about. Before I start, though, I hope you guys all enjoyed the spring training podcast vlog type show that I put out last week. I'm rocking the spring training hat right now. What an amazing time that was. I just want to talk about that quick. It was an amazing experience. My professor and program coordinator in sports journalism was able to pull some strings and get myself and my classmate Emma media credentials. So we went down there, spring training. Keegan Matheson, MLB.com writer, friend of the show, was an amazing guide to us. We pretty much shadowed him for our trip there. Met so many amazing people. You guys saw on the podcast that I got to interview some big names in sports that I never thought I'd be able to do, let alone this early on in my schooling and even just as a podcaster and content creator. But yeah, I got to talk to Arjun Nimala, Blue Jays, one of the Blue Jays top prospects. Russell Martin, former Blue Jays legend, one of the best Canadian players of all time. He's the Team Canada first base coach, and while I was there, Team Canada played the Blue Jays in an exhibition game. So I got to talk to Russell. Great guy. So that was awesome. Josh Naylor, also Team Canada's captain, Seattle Mariners first baseman. Got to interview him. David Schneider, one of the most beloved Blue Jays in a long time. Got to interview him, which was super cool. And Riley Terada, one of the Blue Jays Buffalo Bison's AAA MVP of last year. Great guy as well. I saw him the next night at an event. Awesome guy, wishing him the best. So they were awesome, and just the people I met, so many great people, reporters, media, content creators, hung out with Blue Jays Today guys a bunch. Great guys. But yeah, just met awesome people, fans. People even came up to me saying that they've seen my show or that they recognize my face down in like people in Dunedin, Florida. So that was just so cool. But yeah, it was just amazing. Spring training was such a blast. I really can't probably put into words just how much that meant to me. It was truly one of the greatest experiences of my life. I will never forget it. I can't thank Malcolm, my program coordinator, Keegan, the Blue Jays PR who allowed this to even happen. So thank you to all you guys as well. I'm just so grateful and so honored to be able to do this and meet these people and make that kind of content and really just be there. It was just such a dream, not even just like getting to make content while I was there, but just to be there. I've never been to Dunedin, Florida before. I've been in other places in Florida. I've never been to Dunedin. An amazing place, Clearwater Beach as well. That's where Emma and I filmed the podcast on the beach. Beautiful place. I really don't have enough. I can't put into words just how amazing everything was. So just thank you to everybody, the people I met, just an amazing environment. Keegan, again, just the absolute best. Yes, an amazing writer, but also just an amazing person. So anyways, if you guys didn't check that out, go check it out. It's the full podcast with Emma and then also all of my interviews, so you can watch the full interviews on there. Every interview is just a minute long or so, very quick content. I had no prep for any of them other than the Riley one, so just to be kind of put on that spot but I didn't want to miss an opportunity like that. So thank you to those guys that took the time to chat with me. Russell, Arjun, Riley, Josh, and Davis. Thank you guys so much for taking the time and chatting. But yeah, I'm sure I'll have more stuff to say about spring training just as I continue. It's been a crazy week with school and just sports in general, so I'm just trying to find time to kind of get some stuff into this episode. So we've had a huge week. You guys see, okay, I'm starting the episode now. Again, spring training, Dunedin, Florida. You guys have my heart forever. An amazing time. I hope to be back there. Amazing place. The complex, I didn't even talk, man, the PDC is amazing. Getting to be in the Blue Jays clubhouse was so cool. No pictures or videos, so I can't show, I don't have any, so there's nothing to show there, but just cool stuff that I got to see. Addison Barger playing ping pong. He's the big ping pong star, and I asked Davis about that as well. But amazing stuff. People I met, as I said, people in the media. Amazing. Okay. I'm sure I'll find more words to talk about that as well, but let's get into the sports of this week and just even of yesterday in the past 2 days. So you guys see I'm repping Team Canada jersey. Well, it's actually a Blue Jays jersey, the Vladdy giveaway from Canada Day last year, but I'm repping it right now because World Baseball Classic is happening. by the way, before I get into Team Canada and all that, World Baseball Classic might be some of the most fun sporting moments I've seen in a long time. Even if you're not into baseball, the World Baseball Classic is electric. The fan bases are insane. Remember, they're in Puerto Rico, they're in Houston, they're in Miami, they're all over, and these fans are crazy. It's so fun. You really get that overseas culture, like the European culture, the Spanish culture. There's so much going on with different cultures watching baseball, and it's so much fun. So if you're not watching World Baseball Classic, you have to watch. Even if you're not the biggest baseball fan, if you just like sports, put it on. It's amazing. Anyways, let's get into Team Canada. So Freddie Freeman is not a part of the team. He opted out. Some big names are not a part of the team. But Josh Naylor, who I got to interview, shout out Josh, thank you again, is the team captain and is leading this kind of young crew, some veterans, some really young guys as well. And we started this tournament thinking nothing was going to go well for this team. Not saying me, I have faith in my teams always, but the general media and the general audience did not think Canada could do anything. Well, Canada just beat Cuba yesterday, and they are headed to the quarterfinals for the first time in history. Team Canada has never passed the first round at the World Baseball Classic ever. And tomorrow, I'm filming this on Thursday, tomorrow night, they're playing USA. Okay? Canada and USA, we know that all too well. We just had that at the Olympics with women's and men's hockey losing to both teams in overtime. So there's a little bit of worry there. Remember, USA is a top team. They are, but heading into this tournament, they were predicted to win it all, at least when you look on FanDuel and all the projections and all that. They're likely to win it all. They did lose to Italy pretty badly. However, they still are an amazing team, and we know that. It's not like hockey going in where Canada was the better team. We are not the better team. I love this team. I'm loving these guys, but we're not the better team than Team USA. So we are the big underdogs, but I'm not worried about that at all. I'm excited for this. I got to give a huge shout out to Owen Casey. He has been the star of Team Canada. Owen Casey, a lot of Jays fans will know him because he's Canadian, and his first ever home run was against the Blue Jays last year while he was on the Cubs. Now he's with the Marlins, but while he was with the Cubs. So there was a lot of, talk about him. He has been fantastic. He will become, he hasn't even properly started his MLB career. He's still considered a prospect. So now heading into this season, big stuff. Miami's very lucky to have him, but he has been amazing. He has been clutch. He has been so calm, cool, collected. I actually watched him on the field having at batting practice at spring training last week. He just looked so calm, so cool, so comfortable being there. You wouldn't think that he's such a young guy. You would think he's been there for a couple of years. Just kind of the way he handles himself, his composure, just the way he walks around. He has he has aura. Okay, he has aura. So Owen Casey has been amazing to watch. Just seeing some of these guys kind of become household names overnight, like an Owen Casey, right? I'm saying most baseball fans won't know him, but a lot of Canadian fans do. But now people know who he is, right? Against Cuba. So I'm looking at some stats here. Yeah, Casey had 1 hit, 2 RBIs. Okay, huge stuff. Josh Naylor had a hit, an RBI. He hasn't been playing his best, so it's really nice to kind of see him getting comfortable again in yesterday's game. We saw Bo Naylor hit RBI. We saw Toro 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 RBI. Lopez 1 run, 2 hits, 2 RBIs. Just some great stuff all around from this team. Team Canada really looked comfortable against Cuba, winning 7-2. We were the underdogs heading into this game. So it's really awesome to see them just look really composed. Listen, it was a sloppy game. They kind of got things going in the end, but it was a really sloppy game. I thought because there was a bit of a delay for the past 2 games with rain. Oh, actually not a bit of a delay. Big delays in their 2 games prior to this. This other game had some delays in the first few innings with, I don't know, there was some violation of some sort, a balk that was then turned back, some comm issues. It was weird, and every game for Team Canada has been weird. I think that's the best way to put it. It's just been weird, but they got the job done, and will be facing Team USA tomorrow night. However, as much as I love watching Team Canada, The most exciting team that I think I've ever seen in sports is Dominican Republic, led by Vladimir Guerrero Jr., who was on the back of this jersey. Man, Dominican Republic fans are having the time of their life. Dominican Republic is 4-0. They are so good, so exciting. That fan base is insane. Dominican Republic is probably, at least in my opinion, the best team at the World Baseball Classic. I know Japan is still there. We're not talking about Japan much, but they will be talked about soon. But it's just been an amazing tournament, and I can't wait for Canada USA. I'm predicting Canada's going to win it. I am. It's going to shock everyone, but I'm predicting a Canada win 7-5. That's my prediction. I'm keeping with the 7 because they won 7-2 against Cuba. I'm going 7-5 Canada. All right, switching up here. We're going to do a little basketball talk. And that's because Bam Adebayo, Miami Heat center, power forward center, scored 83 points on Tuesday night. Bam scored 83 points. Bam's a great player. All-star, played for Team USA at the Olympics. Great player. However, if you told me, I don't know, if I could name 100 different guys that I think would score 83 points, first of all, I would say no one will do that because no one has ever done that. Right? Will Chamberlain scored 100 points, and after that, it was Kobe Bryant who scored 81 points against Toronto Raptors. I didn't think anyone would ever score 83 points, but I sure as hell did not think it would be Bam to do it. Miami Heat played against the Washington Wizards Tuesday night, and Bam was on pace to have this kind of game in the first half. He scored 40-plus points in the first half, so clearly he was doing something well. And then in the second half, he stayed in the game. There's some talks if Washington allowed him to score a lot, if everyone was kind of being a little easy because they wanted him to win this record. I'll get into that soon. But whatever you say, if it was fraud stuff, if Spoelstra shouldn't have kept him in the game, say what you want. This man scored 83 points in an NBA game in 2026. That is unbelievable. And the fact that it's a Bam is unbelievable. Listen, if it was like Luka Doncic who did it, or Shea, or Jokic, sure, it's crazy, but it's like, okay, it makes sense. But Bam, and he's not even having a good scoring year this year either. He's not known to put up a ton of points. He's a great all-around player, but he's not the guy who's going to put up 50 points. I think he broke his record of points with 40 plus. So the fact that he scored 83 points is unbelievable. I didn't even have this game. I wasn't even watching it, but I was keeping track of everything when he got to 50 something, 68. I kept on checking. And unbelievable stuff. I'm going to read his stats right here. Yeah, so he went 20 for 43 at the field, which, a lot of shot attempts. From the free throw line, he went 36 for 43. Yes, he made 36 free throw buckets. That's unbelievable. At the 3-point line, 22 attempts, he made 7 3-pointers. 22 is a lot for a big man. So, 2 steals, 2 blocks. Let's see. Any assists? I didn't even check for any. Oh yeah, okay, 3 assists. So he's still moving the ball around a little bit. But anyways, insane stuff. You gotta give him his flowers. And then yesterday, I'm thinking everyone's gonna be excited about Bam. Like, you gotta respect it. All these talk shows and Twitter and all that is saying how it was fraud. This would never happen. Kobe was guarded a ton against the Raptors. Say what you want, and yes, those can be facts, but don't diminish the success that he had that night. Doesn't matter if they weren't guarding him that hard. Putting up 83 points is unbelievable, okay? To do it, and as not a top scorer? And listen, the Miami Heat, no one really cares about that team. No offense to you guys. I liked the Heat when LeBron was on that team. They were fun to watch. They also went to the finals with Jimmy Butler. But they're kind of an irrelevant team playing against one of the worst teams in the NBA, Washington Wizards. So I understand that you can say, okay, well, the Wizards suck, blah, blah. I don't care. He put up 83 points. Give him respect, please, and thank you. And he and A'ja Wilson are a power couple. A'ja Wilson scored, I believe, the most points in WNBA history as well. So those two are just legends right now. Let them live. Let them have fun. Gotta give respect to Bam. I don't care how he did it. He scored 83 points. More than anyone has ever done. More than Kobe. More than LeBron. More than Michael Jordan. Respect the 83 points. Okay? All right. Moving on. NFL free agency frenzy. As I said, sports have been crazy. I got back from Florida last week. So much insanity happening in sports. Also busy week at school. So everything is so crazy right now, but I'm loving every second of it. So NFL free agency, everyone's favorite time of the year, of the offseason. I got to start off with the big one. Max Crosby was originally traded to the Ravens. Craziness where everyone's saying, oh my gosh, what a trade. Ravens are different. Ravens are going to win it. Then it was reported that the Ravens then declined the trade. They canceled it and sent Crosby back to Vegas. It was reported that Max Crosby failed his physical, and the Ravens are deciding not to pursue the trade anymore. Meaning Crosby's back in Vegas, and apparently he wants to stay now. So this is crazy. I have never seen anything like this. I don't think it's ever happened. Maybe it has, and I'm just not remembering it, or at least hasn't happened with a player of this kind of status. So the fact that Ravens fans are so excited that Crosby's with them, and they're like, jokes, he's back in Vegas. So right now, Crosby's going to stay with the Raiders, and let's see where that goes. But the Ravens did get someone really good as well. Trey Hendrickson, Bengals defensive ends. Trey is staying in his division, is going to be playing Joe Burrow now instead of playing with him. The Ravens signed an amazing pass rusher in Trey. Honestly, that might even be better than Max Crosby. Just looking at injuries, might be a better move. So Ravens fans, I think, are happy now. I don't know. If you're a Ravens fan, comment down below how you're feeling about this. I know it's been a crazy couple of days for you guys, but honestly, I think Trey's an amazing player. The Bengals just suck. That defense sucks, and it wasn't because of Trey. I do feel really bad for Burrow now because, first he thought he was going against Crosby, which already scared him, and then it was canceled, and he's thinking, oh, sweet, no Max Crosby. Oh, no, actually, Trey, your teammate, is going to be going up against you twice a year. So that's going to be insane, but what a crazy stuff. Other big moves that happened, Mike Evans signed with the 49ers. Mike Evans, Tampa Bay Buccaneers legend. Honestly, put respect on that man. Super Bowl champion, one of the best, most consistent wide receivers that we've seen in the past 10 years or so. I met him in Florida. Great, not this time in Florida, but last in December. Great, awesome guy. So congrats to him going to the Niners. Niners, listen, they have a great team. Need a couple weapons, and Mike Evans is that guy. I know he's a little bit older, but the veteran presence is good. I think he still has that prime to him where he can still, catch for 1,000 yards or so, but he's a veteran presence on that team. Travis Kelce is staying. He is not retiring. I'm sure everyone has seen the Donna Kelce memes about her home renovation. That has been my favorite meme, I think, in months. It's just fun. It's funny. It's friendly. It's not mean. It's just fun that TMZ reported that Donna Kelce was having her home renovated like it was breaking news, and Twitter has been going off on it, and everyone's joining in on the joke, so it's super fun. Travis was joking around about that on the Pat McAfee show yesterday, I believe. But yeah, he's staying, not retiring. I think a lot of us thought he was going to retire. I thought he was. So Travis is staying for another year and going to try to win it probably for one last year. I don't see him playing another year after this, but likely will be his last year. Kenneth Walker, the third MVP for the Seattle Seahawks. Seattle Seahawks Super Bowl MVP. The Seahawks won the Super Bowl against the Patriots, and Kenneth Walker won MVP. He has signed with the Chiefs, so he will be playing with Travis Kelce, Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid. It's a little scary. Not gonna lie, it's a very scary that the Chiefs are getting these weapons right now. Falcons signed Tua. The Dolphins released him. I don't know how I feel about this. If I was a Falcons fan, I don't think I would love this necessarily. However, they want to give him another shot. I'm worried about Tua with all his concussions. I think he should retire. But, obviously you have to pass some sort of physical, and they have to feel like it's right for him to play. So he is staying. The Colts traded away Michael Pittman to the Steelers. And then the Colts then re-signed Daniel Jones for 2 more years. Interesting kind of move there, trading away one of your top receivers, but keeping Danny Dimes. I'm happy for Jones. Terrible injury he had last year. He was on pace for having, honestly, possibly an MVP season. I'm happy for him, though, that he's getting his money and staying. Kyler Murray, released by the Cardinals, and Vikings could be signing him. Nothing confirmed, but I think that could be an interesting move. I think Kyler Murray really needs another chance. We saw a lot of glimpses of stardom from him early on in his career, and then it kind of backfired for a bit, and I think a fresh start will work for him. And the Vikings, I think, I know it's early to give up on JJ, but I just don't see it. I don't. But I think you might as well have JJ and Kyler compete for that role. So those are the big ones. I'm trying to think if I remember anything else. I'm sure we'll be hearing more about it as well. But yeah, so anyways, that'll do it for the football talk. I'm trying to think if I'm thinking of anything else. I'm looking at my notes and I don't have anything else right here. However, I do want to talk a little bit about movies. I did this last year on the podcast where the Oscars were coming up. We have the Oscars coming up on Sunday. I have not seen all the movies this year. I know I try to do it every year, but I didn't. This year was just busy with everything I'm doing, and I just did not have the time to see everything. So I can't give proper, predictions. However, an actor in a leading role, I only saw 3 out of the nominated. I did not see The Secret Agent, and I did not see Blue Moon. So I saw Sinners with Michael B. Jordan. I saw Marty Supreme with Timothée Chalamet, and I saw One Battle After Another with Leonardo DiCaprio. My pick from those 3 is Timothée Chalamet. I think Marty Supreme is my favorite movie of the 2020s, of a movie that's come out in the past 6 years. I think it's my favorite movie. Fabulous movie, one of the best performances I've seen in a really long time, so I'm going to give it to Timmy. Actor in a supporting role, also, I saw everything actually except for sentimental value. Personally, I'm going to give it to Jacob Elordi for Frankenstein. Fantastic performance. Sean Penn, also in One Battle, was unreal, but I am going to give it to Jacob Elordi. Actress in a leading role, did not see any of these movies, but Jessie Buckley is winning every award before this, so it's going to go to her. I just know it is. Actress in a supporting role, I only saw Sinners, One Battle, and Weapons. This is such a tough one. It's going to go to anyone, 100%. There's no, I don't know what the odds are. I'm going to give it to Amy Madigan for Weapons. Terrifying performance. Beautiful performance, in a sense. Very well done. I'm not going to talk about all of my other predictions, but I will talk about Best Picture. I wanted to go to Marty Supreme, but I think it will go to either Sinners or One Battle. Both are fantastic movies. Sinners was, it's 17 nominations, I believe, or 16. A fantastic movie. Music, vampire stuff, unreal stuff. Michael B. Jordan played twins in it. Amazing movie. So I think it'll go to either Sinners or One Battle, and One Battle is one of the best movies also the past 6 years. Not my favorite, the way that Marty Supreme is, but you can tell why it did so well and why people love it, because it just has everything. It has everything in that movie. But yeah, that's going to do it. I'm not going to go full on because I didn't see everything, so I don't want to give proper, recommendations to stuff or predictions. But I'm excited for the show Conan O'Brien will be hosting. He's always a amazing funny time. But yeah, that's gonna do it on this episode. Blue Jay spring training is still going on. Can't wait for the season. Again, I had the best time ever at spring training last week. Thank you to everyone who made it happen and made it an amazing experience. Put respect on Bam Adebayo's name for scoring 83 points. World Baseball Classic is some of the best sports you will ever see. Dominican Republic especially. So fun, and shout out Canada. Let's go win it all, please, and thank you. All right, and then NFL free agency insanity. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.